We are still dealing with what is left of Nicholas, still technically a depression centered over parts of southwestern Louisiana, but for all intents and purposes, what is left of it is just kind of a broad circulation with all of the heavier rain well to the east now and moving away from us. Not that we're completely done with the rainfall. Still, that circulation is able to draw the moisture in from the Gulf, and you couple that with daytime heating, still some instability in the air. It does help to trigger some rainfall. Not nearly as much cover as what we had earlier today, but a few showers on the North Shore. A couple of showers popping up, but notice they are moving and then weakening across parts of the river parishes. A bit more extensive rain in lower Plaquemines Parish, but even that is winding down. What we'll do is colorize satellite and see if there are any of those bright cloud tops south of the Louisiana coast, and no, they are firing up, but notice their trend is overall moving to the east, so a bit more of a threat from lower Alabama and the Florida Panhandle as opposed to southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. The drier air has certainly helped, but it doesn't get rid of all of the moisture, and there is still what we call available moisture, and it's tropical moisture, and so any of the showers that do form have the potential of being fairly heavy. And unfortunately, it looks like this pattern is going to continue because this low, this isn't Nicholas, this is an upper low, which is likely going to continue drawing that moisture out of the Gulf through the rest of the week and into the weekend and going into early next week. So unfortunately, our rain is not going to be coming to an end. Now, we are going to see more breaks, and we'll see the rainfall rates begin to decrease a bit, but still looking at times wet over the next several days, although this afternoon we dried out. And if we can get breaks in the rainfall, it's not as bad. There is still a low risk, slight, for some flooding tomorrow as well as on into Friday. So because of that, the ground saturated, any of the showers that do form could be heavy. The flash flood watch has been extended until Friday evening. I don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, but certainly some localized heavy amounts could lead to some flooding. And check out the rainfall total from the airport today, over 3 inches of rain, 1 inch and almost 3/4 at Slidell, nearing 4 inches up in Bogalusa, and over almost 2.5 inches of rain downtown. Now, looking at the 2-day rainfall total estimates, most of southeast Louisiana in this yellow color, which is 3 to 6 inches, with a few spots down along the coastline, some pockets of 6 to 8 and even 8 to 10 inches of rainfall, though those were fewer and far between. And our rain chances over the next couple of days, less coverage, but what showers do form during the day can potentially be heavy. Again, the potential is there, which is why it is a flash flood watch, meaning all the ingredients are there. Doesn't necessarily mean we will see flooding conditions, but certainly with the ground saturated, storm basins somewhat clogged with the debris of Ida left over, it's a little bit more of a risk. But sunshine outside right now and not a bad end to the day. 84 degrees our current temperature with a dew point of 76, so it feels like 93. All of a sudden the clouds and rainfall not so bad. Now the high when the climate data came out was 83. We're at 84 degrees right now, so that is the high for the day. And most locations, upper 70s and low 80s. Obviously, Reserve is not at 90 degrees. Some false information there being reported from the observing station. Next couple of days, though, high temperatures into the more mid to upper 80s. Again, about a 60% chance of rain, not drying out, but also less rain coverage and more breaks in the rainfall. But we're going to keep that wet pattern going through the weekend and into early next week. There are signs, not on our graphic here yet, but there are signs based on 2 of the computer models indicating maybe a cold front toward the end of next week.
Sounds like a dream.
It is a dream at this point. It's just a dream.
All right. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
It's going to